Broken lines, broken string.
The fabric of NFL football came apart twice in the 80s. The first was a 2-month job action after Game 2 of the 1982 season. The players were asking for 55% of the game's gross receipts, and the owner's attitude was what you might imagine.
I don't want 45 partners out here, I'll tell you that. I've worked too long to own 100% of this thing.
The 82 strike, that was my third year in the league. They just closed the doors, so that wasn't as bad as the 87 strike, where you saw players who were your teammates and guys you were going to battle with, them were crossing the line. You know, they were going in and playing.
Bruce Clark was one of the Saints players who crossed the picket lines and played with the replacement guys.
Yes, I was one of the players that came back. I think it was about 10 of us that came back, all right? And it wasn't something against the current players or with, I just wanted to play football. I had a lot going on in my life at the time, with developing South Kenner, for example, in Rivertown. Yeah. You know, a lot of accomplishments on the field as far as hopefully becoming a winning season, get to the Pro Bowl, and become a consistent winner here at the New Orleans Saints. That a lot of decisions were made.
You started losing some of that family stuff where we were all in this together. You know, this is a war and we're all doing whatever we have to do. It started splitting up the league, and I think that even though they got a terrific TV contract out of it, free agency has helped the player, a lot of positive things, I think that was probably the start of the demise of football and the fellowship that guys had back in the old days.
For quarterback John Fourcade, the issue was simple. The 87 strike and replacement football gave him a chance to reinvent himself as a player and create an NFL career that couldn't have happened any other way.
Actually, it was a group of guys. I think Coach Moore and his staff got together, which he knew we'd all gel pretty good. It was all past players that he played with in the USFL, and I was there in camp with him, and we just kind of clicked when we all got together. I think it was a fact that we knew we wasn't going to be here much longer, and we didn't know if it was week to week, so we had nothing to lose, and everybody played pretty good together.
John, you were clearly the best athlete on the field, it seemed like, during those replacement games, and you had a great time.
When I got out there, I had nothing to lose. I didn't know if I was going to be there, if I had a shot at it, but that was my chance to play in the NFL, on television, at home, for the New Orleans Saints, and I don't know if I was the best athlete that we had out in the field, but at times I thought that I had to do things to help this team win.
Well, until recently, you had the longest pass completion for a touchdown, too, to Waters, your tight end.
Well, I didn't think it'd last that long. I mean, it was only an 82-yard touchdown pass for the record, but it was only a 5-yard throw, too. And I think Waters should get more credit than I did.
For Ditka Magazine, I'm Ron Swoboda.